this chilling footage, a woman was spending a quiet evening outside with her dog. It wasn't even that late, but what happened next has haunted her ever since. To this day, she still watches this recording over and over, unable to believe her own ears. What the camera captured that evening was truly terrifying. Let's watch the footage.
What the fuck?
The terror in her voice is absolute, but it's the audio that has left researchers baffled. If you listen carefully, right before she reacts, a guttural, non-human voice whispers two clear words: "Get out." There was nobody else on that deck, and no neighbors were nearby. The voice sounds like it was spoken directly into her ear from inches away. Yet, as you can see, the space behind her is completely empty. Perhaps even more disturbing is the dog's reaction. Notice how the dog doesn't bark at the woods or a stranger. The moment that whisper happens, it looks directly at the empty air right next to the woman and flees in a panic. Animals are often the first to sense a threat from the other side, and this dog clearly saw something that shouldn't exist. The woman was so traumatized by the incident that she refused to step foot on that deck for weeks. She believed she was being warned by something that didn't want her there. So, what do you hear? Is that a clear warning to get out, or is there a logical explanation for the voice? Let me know what you think. Most people think moving into a new house means a fresh start. But for Celsa Ann and her family, their new home started to feel uncomfortable only a few days after they moved in. At first, it was small things, objects not being where they left them, sounds coming from rooms where no one was. When Celsa mentioned it, people told her she was probably imagining things. So instead of arguing about it, she decided to start recording what was happening in the house. Not to prove she was right, just to prove that something was actually happening.
Okay, so I have been trying to catch this on video for at least 2 weeks now. I have been seeing things move. Everybody thinks I'm nuts. I know what I saw. There's nobody here. My doggy. Okay. Okay. Come on, ghost, if there's a ghost in this house. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Okay. Oh my god, I told you. Okay. Oh my god! I'm not crazy.
At first, nothing seems unusual. Then it slowly starts to open. No one is standing near it, and there's nothing in the frame that would explain why it's moving. Around this point, Celsa begins describing other things that had been happening in the house. She says sometimes objects fall off the counter when no one is near them. Other times, the water in the sink suddenly turns on by itself. And according to her, this had already happened more than once before she started recording. What makes it more confusing is that she's still hearing noises around the house at night. Small sounds coming from different rooms. But in this case, she says she was alone. 2 days later, she picks up her phone again and starts recording, hoping to finally catch something on video.
Okay, I've been hearing noises. It's okay, Shh, sit down. You scared? Yeah. Sometimes when you hear noises, sometimes things get thrown off the counter. I just want to make sure that you see nothing, because this is really creepy. I'm so over it. Come on, John, hurry up and get home. Can you stop, please? Sometimes things get thrown off the counter. Sometimes the water gets turned on. It's really creepy. Who's it, Lucy? Who is it? I'm probably gonna go live as soon as John gets home so that I'm not scared while I'm recording. I don't want to touch it. That's just the cat box. Yeah, I'm gonna go live as soon as John gets here because I'm creeped out.
But Celsa wasn't the only one experiencing these things in the house. Soon, the rest of her family began noticing them too.
Mom! Where is it? Okay. Oh, it's right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Mama! The door is open again! Oh my god.
About a week later, something else was recorded inside the house. At the time, no one in the family was in the living room, and the house was completely quiet. But when they later reviewed the security camera footage, they noticed something in the hallway that they couldn't explain. What the camera captured that night was honestly difficult to understand at first. The camera that faces the hallway and the front door had been recording the entire time just like it normally does every night. Let's watch the footage together. In the footage, the shape only shows itself for a few seconds before moving out of view again. It seems to stay close to the wall near the doorway, almost as if it's avoiding the center of the room where the camera has the clearest view. And the detail that stood out the most was where it appeared, right near the doorway, in a place that stays partially out of the camera's direct line of sight. If no one was in the room when this was recorded, it raises an interesting question. Why would the figure appear only in the part of the room that the camera can barely see? Let me know what you think. One quiet night, a couple living deep in the woods watched something on their security camera that they still can't explain. At first, the footage looked normal, but then their alarms suddenly went off, and their rooster began screaming uncontrollably somewhere outside in the darkness. At around 8 p.m., the couple was sitting inside their remote home, watching their live camera feeds like they normally did every night. Their property was surrounded by thick woods, and the cameras helped them keep an eye on their animals and the land around them. But within seconds, the quiet night turned into something far more disturbing. Let's watch the footage together.
Okay, so alarms are going off, and the rooster's going nuts. We caught some coyotes in the backyard. What is that?
It's probably that coyote.
Right there. What the heck?
Is that coyote?
No.
That's not a coyote. That's a fucking person.
Where's the dog?
Come on.
Well, you better go now.
What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck is that?
I don't know. The rooster's not too happy. Where's the dog? There's the dog. Why is she in her freaking pen?
Look.
What the? Oh my god. Okay, so it came back. What the hell?
There's Lucy right there.
Yeah, but you see where it's standing?
Yeah, it's looking in the window at you.
It's at our window. What?
It's a good way to get shot in the face.
And the dog's just staring.
So why is the damn dog not barking?
Oh my god.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What? Alright, do.
While checking the live footage, the couple noticed something unusual on one of the cameras facing the tree line. At the edge of the forest, a strange figure appeared in the darkness. At first, it didn't look human. The figure was low to the ground, moving on all fours, almost like an animal. But the way it moved was wrong. Its movements were fast, unnatural, and strangely controlled. Then something even stranger happened. The figure suddenly stood up. Slowly, its body unfolded until it was standing completely upright, revealing a tall humanoid shape. Now moving like a person, it began walking toward the house. This wasn't the behavior of a lost hiker. Eventually, the figure reached the house. It stopped directly outside one of the windows, standing just inches away, and then it simply stared inside. Inside the home, the couple watched the screen in complete silence. Then, without any warning, the figure suddenly turned. It sprinted back toward the forest, not running like a normal person, but moving extremely fast, disappearing into the darkness between the trees. To this day, the couple has no explanation for what appeared outside their home that night. If it was a human, how did it move like that? If it was an animal, why did it stand upright? Let me know what you think about this. This may be one of the most unsettling videos recorded in 2024. The footage was shared online by an EMT who says something strange happened while he and his coworker were driving their ambulance late at night. According to him, the drive was completely normal at first, just a quiet road and another routine shift coming to an end. But at one point, while checking the rearview mirror, something caught his attention. Within seconds, the driver slowed the ambulance, pulled over to the side of the road, and both men stepped out of the vehicle. The reason why becomes clear when you hear what he says he saw in the mirror. For a brief moment, it looked like someone was sitting behind them, even though the back of the ambulance was supposed to be empty. Not knowing what to make of it, the driver grabbed his phone and began recording. Let's watch the footage.
Alright, so I'm not sure how to talk about this, but well, first off, I've been an EMT just for a little bit, and like I ain't never experienced nothing like this. So as we driving back to base, I swear I seen a face in the rearview mirror. Like,
Send somebody as soon as you can.
fuck, I need to turn this engine off though, cause like we're gonna be stranded out here.
Yeah, as soon as possible.
Oh, shit.
Okay, thank you.
I'm not trying to go back near this truck. I don't know if you see it, but can y'all see that back door? Like, it just, oh shit. Like, it just flew open, like, can y'all, oh. Nah, what the what was that? Can y'all see it? Nah, hell nah, fuck that, nah. Nah, hell no. Fuck that. Nah.
At the start of the recording, the man sounds confused and uneasy as he explains what just happened. He says he has worked in emergency services for a while, but has never experienced anything like this before. Then he suddenly remembers something. The ambulance engine is still running. If it stays on, the battery could die. So despite clearly being uncomfortable going near the vehicle again, he slowly walks back toward the driver's door to shut it off. But before he can leave the area, a loud noise suddenly comes from inside the ambulance. The sound is strong enough to make him immediately step away from the vehicle. Now standing at a distance, he continues filming. For a moment, everything looks still. Then, something unusual happens. Through the windows of the ambulance, a dark shape quickly moves across the inside of the vehicle. It passes by so fast that it's easy to miss. Some viewers believe the movement could have been a shadow or something shifting inside the ambulance. Others aren't so sure, because according to the driver, before any of this started, the back of the vehicle was completely empty. So if nothing was inside the ambulance, what moved across the window that night? This chilling footage was captured by a security camera on July 21st, 2024, and it has left the internet divided. At around 7 p.m., neighbors nearby witnessed something that quickly turned into a very confusing moment. At first, everything in the footage looks normal, but a few seconds later, something unusual happens. Let's watch the footage. At the beginning of the video, a man can be seen walking toward the entrance of the house. Nothing seems out of place. But suddenly, the man lets out a loud scream. Almost immediately, a couple and their dog ran outside to see what happened. They find the man lying on the ground near the door. Fortunately, he wasn't injured. But when people later reviewed the security footage, they noticed something strange. Just before the man falls, a small object can be seen flying toward the door at a very high speed. It appears suddenly in the frame and moves so fast that it's difficult to understand what it is. To this day, no one has been able to clearly explain what was captured on the camera. Some viewers believe it could simply be a strange camera effect or something thrown from outside the frame. From most people's perspective, it almost looks like a small ball at first. But as it moves closer to the door, the shape seems to stretch and change form. Because when the moment is slowed down, it really does look like something appears out of nowhere. So what do you think happened here? Let me know your thoughts. This chilling footage was captured by a security camera inside a school late at night on October 17th, 2024. At first, the video was only being checked by a teacher who wanted to confirm a student's complaint about being harassed in class. But while reviewing the footage, something strange caught his attention. The teacher noticed the motion tracking camera was going crazy at 10 p.m. The room was supposed to be empty, yet the camera was acting like it was following a person. Let's watch the footage. A pale, transparent figure suddenly appears. It looks humanoid, but it has no solid form. What's even creepier is that it vanishes into thin air, only to reappear a few seconds later on the other side of the room. The teacher noticed something even more disturbing. The camera wasn't glitching. It was actively tracking the movement of this entity as it paced through the classroom. So if the classroom was completely empty, what exactly was the camera detecting that night? This chilling footage was captured by a student at a university in Mexico. According to the student, he was the only person inside the bathroom at the time. While he was washing his hands, he suddenly began hearing strange sounds coming from the bathroom stalls. He wasn't sure what was making the noise, but according to him, what he saw next was truly terrifying. So, let's watch the footage.
No, te quiero que vean. Estoy ahorita en el baño de la universidad. Pero el pedo ahorita es que acabo de terminar de hacer el baño y pues estaba todo normal. Pero ahorita están ruidos raros y se está tocando la puerta, pero quiero que vean que pues no hay nada. Vean, ahí está mi reflejo, pero vean de este lado, pues aquí no hay nada, vean. Acá tampoco, vean. Aquí tampoco hay nada. Aquí pues tampoco, vean. Y acá el lugar es bastante pequeño y está mi reflejo. Pero a ver, hoy. ¿Escucharon? ¿Escucharon? No hay nada. No hay nada.
He hears a loud, aggressive pounding on the stall doors, as if someone is trapped inside and desperate to get out. He gathers his courage and pushes the doors open one by one, proving to the camera there is no one there. But watch closely as he pans the camera back toward the middle stall. A pair of pale eyes and a partial face appear to be peeking through the crack, staring directly at the student. When he panned the camera away and back just a second later, the face had vanished into thin air. Some viewers claim this is a shadow person, or the spirit of a student who passed away on campus. So, what do you think? This doorbell footage shared to Reddit in 2021. It was one of the mysterious videos that appears to be a mundane moment of suburban life. A young boy watches from the driveway as a motorcycle rider passes by. According to the original uploader, the man on that motorcycle was involved in a devastating, near-fatal accident just 2 blocks away, mere seconds after he rode out of frame. At first glance, nothing seems wrong. But before we reveal why the uploader believes this wasn't a random accident, let's watch the raw footage one more time together. Right there, something appears in the frame, but it's hard to tell what it is. It doesn't really look like someone walking. It almost seems to slide across the area for a moment, and then it's gone. It shows up right as the motorcycle passes by. Now, some people believe this could just be a camera issue. Sometimes security cameras create strange effects in low light. But if you look at the rest of the footage, everything else looks normal. The bricks in the background are clear. Even the boy walking through the frame looks completely normal. Nothing else in the video seems affected. Only that one figure. So if the camera wasn't malfunctioning, then what exactly showed up in the frame right there? Was it just a strange lighting effect? Or was it something that no one noticed when the video was first recorded? Let me know what you think.